Hello, my name is Gabriela. I am a lash artist of 6 years, and this is the Lash Boss podcast. I've been saying that I want to start a podcast for years. Timing is everything, and the timing right now just felt right. I just opened my second business, Lash Bar. The longer I'm in the industry, the more I realize that the more voices that can be out there for baby lash artists, or maybe lash artists with experience who are just feeling like they need an outlet or just looking for a friend. I'm your friend, and I want to be for somebody what I needed when I first began lashing. When I first began lashing in 2019, I didn't have that. I'd reach out to people and be like, please help me. Like, what lash products are you using? How did you make your lashes look like that? What lash adhesive did you use? It was a different community back then. It was very much gatekeeping central. And so people would be like, I don't just share that information. That would be like the nice version. That is why I wanted to create the Lash Boss podcast and to share my story a little bit more. So for the first episode today, I want to talk about LashCon and the Lashie Awards. So I've gone to LashCon twice before. I went in 2022 and 2023, and then I couldn't go in 2024 because I had just opened my business. Finally going again in 2025. I am so excited. I feel so honored that I was chosen to be a LashCon brand ambassador. If I could go back to the version of myself who first went to LashCon, I'd be shook to the core. The first year I went to LashCon, my mom came with me to California, but I essentially went to LashCon alone, and going alone feels intimidating, especially for the first time. And then you realize you can't even stay alone if you wanted to. Like, people will not let you stay alone. There is no chance that you're going to go to LashCon and not make 10 new friends. They create so many opportunities for you to put yourself out there. It is the best event of the year. I've applied to the Lashie Awards before, and I haven't been nominated. They use a panel of judges to select the nominees and then select the winner. This year, for the first time, I was nominated not once, but twice. I was nominated for Lash Educator of the Year and for Best Customer Service at a Spa. Every time I say that, I am like, wait, me? Because I think about how much time and love and care goes into my system of education. And so the fact that I shared that in a panel of judges, that, yeah, we like that, along with educators that I look up to. Can't put a price tag on it. For Best Customer Service of the Year, customer service in my spa is the backbone of what makes us stand out and what makes us so unique. And it's such an important aspect of the business for me. And so I feel an immense amount of pride for that as a business owner. And I feel immensely grateful for my team. I mean, that's only a reality because of my team. And funny story, first found out I was nominated, I was doing a client, and I was like, oh my God. There was one entry that I submitted that I was so proud of. And I want to talk about that today. And funny enough, I felt like for 2 days, as excited and as proud as I was of being nominated for Lashies, not getting nominated for Lash Artist of the Year upset me. I remember like talking to my mom and my boyfriend Alex and saying like, I feel selfish. And with some time and reflection, I realized it wasn't about the Lashie. It was that I used writing as a therapeutic outlet to reflect on my journey. And so what I want to do today is not share the entries for my nominations, but share the one that I wasn't nominated for. I think the other opportunities is talking on this podcast about what that means and share my story. This is so deeply connected to my story personally, which has shaped my story professionally. So I want to share this for you guys today. So the question for the Lashie was, what makes you deserving of the title Lash Artist of the Year? Oh, here we go. What makes me worthy of the title Lash Artist of the Year goes far beyond the lashes themselves. It's the heart, the intention, and the purpose behind my work that makes this journey so meaningful. Not just for me, but for every client who walks through my doors. From a young age, I've carried the spirit of entrepreneurship in my heart. It was a dream I shared with my dad when I was just a little girl. We'd spend hours talking about the cafe we would one day open together. We imagined everything. The food, the ambiance, the music, the joy we'd create for the people who came in. The dream may have changed over the years, but the values behind it never did. We were going to build something grounded in love, built with integrity, and meant to uplift people. In 2013, when I was just 14 years old, my father passed away unexpectedly. Losing him was like losing the part of myself that believed that dream was possible. For years, the idea of chasing any version of it without him just hurt too much. I felt lost. But as time went on, a new version of the dream began to take shape in a very unexpected way. When I was 19, I decided to try lash extensions. I had no idea what to expect. I just knew I was curious. But from the very first moment I picked up a pair of tweezers, I felt something click inside of me. I fell in love with the process, the precision, and the artistry. I realized this wasn't just a beauty treatment, it was an art form, and one that had the power to transform how people saw themselves. I knew I had found something special. As I began building my lash business, I kept challenging myself. I did not want to be good, I wanted to be exceptional. I wanted to create an experience, not just a service. Cleanliness, comfort, warmth, and hospitality were non-negotiable. I poured myself into continuous learning, always striving to improve. But what guided me most was something deeper. The memory of my father and the principles we dreamed our business would be built upon. Everything I do now is rooted in those standards he instilled in me. Offer quality without compromise, make people feel welcome, create a space where they feel at home. Lead with love and integrity. It's not enough to just provide lashes that look amazing. The entire client experience matters. I want each person to feel seen, to feel heard, and to feel valued from the moment that they arrive to the moment that they leave. This work for me is deeply personal. It's not about money. It's not about vanity. It's about connection. It's about seeing my client, a beautiful cancer survivor, light up when she sees herself in the mirror with full lashes again. It's about my client who is a new mom and who has not felt like herself in months, finally getting a moment to feel confident and refreshed. It's about building relationships that last for years, not just appointments that last for hours. What makes me successful as a lash artist is not just the technique, though that is incredibly important. It's the consistency. It's the pride I take in every set. It's the clean, welcoming space I've created where every client feels safe and celebrated. It's the fact that I pour intention into every detail because I know that energy matters. Being Lash Artist of the Year is not just about talent, it's about embodiment. It's about embodying what it means to be a true service provider, a business owner with values, and an artist with heart. I believe I carry that in everything I do. I honor my father every time I show up, give my best, and create an environment where people feel loved, just like we always dreamed we would. When people ask me why I should be Lash Artist of the Year, I tell them this. Because for me, lashing is not a job. It's a long life dream reimagined. It's healing through creation. It's love translated into artistry. Every client I have through the door, every lash I place carries that story. That to me is what sets me apart. I take an immense amount of pride in that. And I realized how much more beautiful is that I had the opportunity to write something so meaningful about somebody who I love so much and miss so much. It made me realize every time I start something new and build my business to something else, it is carrying on his legacy, and it's something I feel incredibly proud of. The reason I felt like this would be the best opening for the podcast is, one, to celebrate the Lashies, which I'm incredibly honored to be noticed and recognized in the industry that's full of people who are beyond talented. It is also an opportunity to recognize the person who has been one of the biggest influences in my life and who has shaped me more than most people, and who I carry with me in every decision I make personally and professionally. This is my opportunity, starting something new in my business, to again honor him. That's how I keep my dad's spirit alive, is by sharing his story. He's here with me every day. All of this would be nothing without him. So it only felt right to share this as my first podcast episode. I cannot wait to talk about all of the things that I have learned through the past 6 years, over 6.5 years of Lash experience, of business experience, of crazy stories, of things that I've learned along the way, and some things you can only learn through doing. But I'm excited to share those experiences with you guys. I will see you guys next week. I hope you have a fabulous day, and I love ya.